We got 2 7 o'clock games before we get into our slate of 7:30 games that, honestly, all of them are 3-point spreads or 3.5 point spreads. It is crazy the amount of 3 and 3.5 point spreads. It's going to start in the next game with Washington State, Fresno State. But at 7 o'clock, we have Florida, who's 3-2. Traveling number 8, Tennessee, who's 4-1. Tennessee favored by 14 points on ESPN. DJ Lagway has gone 38 of 55, thrown for 667 yards and 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. By the way, leading passer by 1 yard. Again, not crazy. DJ Lagway is about the same. It's going to be mostly Graham. I understand that. Montreal Johnson Jr. has had 58 carries for 288 yards and 4 touchdowns. Elijah Badgers had 17 catches for 346 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nico Iamaleava, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at that one, has gone 78 of 117, thrown for 1,050 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Dylan Sampson has had 91 carries for 587 yards and 12 touchdowns. And Dante Thornton Jr. has had 8 catches for 284 yards and 3 touchdowns. Florida is 32-21 all-time against Tennessee. Last game went to Florida in 2023. Florida's won 6 of 7, 17 of 19. Florida owns Tennessee. Sorry, we just do. Especially in the swamp. I understand it's not in the swamp this year, but they haven't beat us in the swamp since 2004, baby. Florida owns Tennessee. I understand Tennessee's coming off a rough loss to Arkansas, and I think that makes me a little bit wary. But this game, normally good teams coming off losses play harder, especially at home. But Florida's a really good football team. I'm lying, but I gotta believe it. Honestly, I don't think Florida's as bad as a lot of people thought. Honestly, at the beginning of the year, very down on Florida. When we started 1-2, I was like, Billy's gotta go. Absolutely gotta go. Hindsight's 2020, but Miami and A&M might not have been the bad losses, so those might just be really, 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 really good football teams. I understand we're playing a Tennessee team that is just really good as well, because our schedule just hates us. Whoever makes our schedule, I really don't like you, man. But the Gators are a better football team than we give them credit for. When we've played teams that were bad or on our level, we've played pretty well and we've beaten them by a decent amount. UCF's not a bad football team. We beat them handily last weekend. We looked like the significantly better football team. By the way, UCF was favored heading into that game. I'd like to point out, in the swamp, that was disrespectful. I understand Tennessee's a good football team. We're probably not going to Tennessee to win. Normally, good teams, when they lose a game, find a way to win this next one, right? Good teams do that. Tennessee's a good football team. I understand Florida's probably not going up there and beating the Vols, but I think we're a little bit underrated. Our offense is good. Graham is a good quarterback. We mix in DJ Lagway. I don't love how often we mix in DJ Lagway, but I do like some of the things Lagway brings when he's on the field. Montreal Johnson's a good runner. We have a solid receiving core. There's a lot to like about the Florida offense, and I think we could do decent things to the Tennessee defense. Our defense is a little bit lackluster. We look solid against UCF, weirdly enough, and hopefully that keeps going, because that was the best our defense has looked all year long. I don't know if that's 6. I do like Tennessee to win this game. I understand it's Tennessee. They're probably going to win. I think Florida gives them a lot of better of a game than people give them credit for. Give me Florida to cover the 14-point spread, but Tennessee to win outright.